Henry McClure live. Boy, think about all the money that has gone into this place. Let's talk about the hotel. Let's talk about Henry McClure being the mayor. We need to get government out of private enterprise. You know, there ought to be somebody running this that pays us rent. We got to figure out how to get out of this deal. And what concerns me most than anything, you know, actually today I appreciate the city council people that are voting no for the improvements. Thank you. Because what a better way to send a signal that we got to get out of this thing. And here's what I want. Spencer, as a city council person, you know, I got 45 years in real estate. And I want to underwrite this thing. I was talking to the city manager, you know, about, well, all the information and, you know, you're negotiating with somebody. Well, if you have a sales contract that says you're not going to negotiate with other people, that's one thing. But if you're just negotiating with people and don't have a signed contract, all that information should be public. You spent $500. Think this is the mind-numbing thing about this. $554,000 to tell you guys how to run this thing. And this is what we got to do. We got to stop getting in messes that we don't know how to get out of ourselves. Or at least be smart enough to not get in the mess in the first place. So if we just focus on having fresh water and clean roads and a safe place to live. But this, and think about this, for a guy that would never back down from saying this was a bad idea, well, it's only going to happen again. That's the first thing, that's the first road to recovery, is admitting that you got a problem. Visit Topeka ought to office out of this. I don't know much about Visit Topeka because I'm already here. That was kind of funny. But all I know is if Go Topeka can waste $5 million, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Look how many millions have we wasted on this thing already. Well, first 7.6 for the acquisition, then $554,000 for the consulting fee. I guess I didn't really read the article because it's mind-numbing, but the Capital Journal's got the total investment in this thing at $11 million. This isn't the job of government. And that's the whole problem with Topeka. It's not whether Topeka's doing deals, but who gets the deal. That's what Topeka wants to control everything. They want to control everything. And if we create a uniform development agreement, and my grandma would say, we need to tend to our knitting. You know, we don't need to stick our nose into every deal. Oh, hey, Tuck. This is me getting your vote. I think we ought to do the common consumption thing down here. Let's just do that now. And let's take that out of Spencer's toolkit. And hey, you want to expand common consumption, go ahead. It's good for sales tax. You know, just because I'm clean and sober, you know, there are some people that can drink responsibly. I salute you. Hey, you know, make the whole town. Look, man, I tell you, that Spangles, being able to get booze through the drive-thru, think about that. But this was a bad idea, and I'm not going to get you into deals like that as your mayor. Oh, did I tell you I'm running for mayor? You might not even have known that. I sure would have renovated this one different. Projects like this, you start on the inside and work your way out. Stormont Vail has no business having the naming rights. Let's get lower health care. A lot to do. I just was thinking about that before I go home. Go watch Gutfeld. We need to get the Gutfeld show here. So think about that. I'll figure out how to get us out of it. I will. You might as well put a real estate guy in. All the city council wants to do is real estate deals. Well, we got to have the land bank. Well, the reason they're not donating money to the land bank is because we don't run the city right. Why give the city more money? There's $1 million right there. Take the $5 million a year that go Topeka squanders, and we'll put that into roads and infrastructure. I got to figure out how to sell it to people to where people will go, well, you know what? He's right. I don't like him. I don't like his delivery. He says things that sometimes are too poignant. But let's hand the shovel to the guy that can dig the ditch. Henry McClure Live. Have a good night, man. It's a beautiful night. It's about 60 out. I love y'all.